Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to this Monday morning with the Business Coach Moloy. And the festive season is truly on. Uh, but there's so many things that are happening, right? You have the geopolitical, you have India going to China, the Prime Minister going to China and trying to create that bonhomie, which is about to counter the U.S. sanctions. The Supreme Court, the courts of U.S. saying most of the tariffs that the president has put in is illegal. There seems to be absolutely no clarity about what's happening. So when you look at all of this put together and your primary business being to be in sales, how do you ensure that you are productively using the time that you have at your disposal to be able to go out and do some productive sales activity? If I run a seminar, for example, and I tell people it's free and it's in a five-star hotel, I can assure you I'll get 500 members. But how does my team qualify and bringing those relevant who could be my prospective client? And this is where the step of qualification, which most sales teams are weak at, the step of qualification of how to separate the serious buyers from the time wasters plays a critical role in the productivity of a sales process. And this is what we're going to talk about today. So, good morning, everyone. For people who don't know me, my name is Moloy Chakravorty. I'm a business coach. We are a regional partner of Action Coach USA, and I'm the founder of Beyond Rotation Consulting, which over the last 6, 7 years have become one of leading business coaching companies for family businesses. And if you have not been with me for the last couple of weeks, you know we are on the 20-week journey or to break down the sales process step by step. Week one, we spoke about the sales mindset. Week two, we spoke about prospecting, how to find the right leads. And now we are digging into something equally powerful, that is qualification, how to separate the serious buyers from the time wasters. And let's face it, most entrepreneurs end up wasting hours, sometimes even weeks, chasing people who are never going to buy in the first place. They're a drain on your time, energy, and money. And here's the truth: qualification is not about being rude or dismissive, it's about respecting yourself, respecting your time, and respecting that the buyer is wasting your time, which is which is the most expensive resource that you can ever have. And when this respect goes away, when people stop respecting you and you allow that to happen, you are doing the biggest disrespect to yourself. Clients will come and go, prospects will come and go, people will come and go. Are you getting the respect you deserve? So let me share a quick story. I once worked with a manufacturing business owner who told me, Malay, my sales team is always busy. We are meeting 20 people in a week, but my closing ratio is less than 5%. So when I asked him what criteria they used to qualify prospects, he went blank. There was none. The team was chasing anyone and everyone. Activity looked high, but results were very poor. So we introduced a qualification system that started focusing only on the right people. Same number of meetings, closing ratios jumped. And that's the power of qualification. The problem is, why do most entrepreneurs struggle? And here's what happens. A lead comes in, we get excited, we invest time, meetings, proposal, follow up, they disappear or they say, we'll think about it. Sounds familiar? Yes. The mistake is simple. We didn't ask the right questions upfront to figure out if they were serious, if they had the budget, if they were the decision maker, if they had the authority to buy, if they had the willingness to buy, if they had the budgets to buy. Entrepreneurs often confuse interest with intent. Just because someone shows interest, don't mean they have an intent to buy. So, what is that qualification framework that we are going to talk about? Many of you would be aware of it, and people who work with me, or many of you are aware of it. It's called the BANT technique. BANT, budget, authority, need, timeline. And I'll expand it a bit for the family businesses. And here's what I use: need. First question: do you really need what we offer? Or are they just curious? You must be digging deep to understand their pain points. If there's no pain, there's no urgency. Ask questions like, what's the biggest challenge you're facing right now? What's the problem impacting your business or life? And the more painful the problem, the higher the chances of action. Number two, authority. Are you speaking to the decision maker? In India, especially, many times you're meeting someone who's only gathering information. And he may be a business owner himself. He may be part of the family. But he may not have the authority. So if you don't identify the authority early, you may spend weeks nurturing someone who can't sign the check. Try asking politely, apart from yourself, who else will be involved in the final decision? That one line can save months of wasted effort. Third, budget. And that's where many entrepreneurs hesitate. We feel awkward asking about money. But remember, budget qualification is not about being nosy. It's about alignment. If your solution is 10 lakhs and their budget is 1 lakh, you are not a right fit. You can frame it just gently, just to ensure I recommend the right solutions. Do you have a budget range in mind? That way you're showing care and not pushiness. Number 4, timeline. Even if you need and they have the need, they have the authority and the budget, the timing may not be right. Some buyers are only planning on next year. Some buyers are planning on after the festive season. That's fine, but you need to know upfront so you can manage expectations. Ask, how soon are you looking to implement the solution? This helps you separate the immediate opportunities from the long-term nurturing. And fifth, this is what I have added. Apart with the BANT, we add a V. And this is called the values fit. And this is always something that I emphasize with family businesses. Sometimes a deal looks good on paper, but the client's values, ethics, and expectations don't match. This client can be a pain on the neck. Though the money is great, the money is not worth it, ladies and gentlemen. And because that's a recipe for stress. Remember, not every client is your client. Saying no is more important probably than saying a yes. But in the midst of all this, you also have the rejections. So how do you handle those rejections? Here's the part most entrepreneurs avoid. Even if the qualifications show they are not the right fit, there's where courage comes in. The courage now the rejection is coming in from your end. Check in the BANT V value proposition. If they don't fit into the BANT V proposition, it is now time for you to reject. We spoke about salesperson and entrepreneurs handling rejection. But sometimes you now need to start rejecting. You must learn to politely walk away, because every time you say no to a wrong client, you're making space for the right one. Rejection is not a failure, it's a protection of your time, your team's energy, the brand reputation, and your reputation. I know what I'm saying is tough, because many times we are looking at how will I manage my sales and my revenue if I walk away from clients. But ladies and gentlemen, believe me, it's worth walking away from them, because it is not worth the time, energy, and the money that you're going to invest. So one of the hardest lessons for entrepreneurs is this: you don't need every customer, you need the right customer. And here's your homework for this week. Write down 5 to 7 qualification questions you will ask every prospect. Train your sales team to use them consistently, and track how many prospects pass your qualification filter versus how many don't. And you will be surprised how much time you free up just by doing this. Let's wrap up, ladies and gentlemen. Qualification is not about being harsh, it's about clarity. By qualifying upfront, you save time, focus on serious buyers, and focus on closing clients. My name is Moloy. I'm a business coach, and I'm here to help you create that system that will take you to exponential growth. So for the next 17 weeks, we will keep on diving deeper into every stage of the sales process. Next week, week 4, we are looking at presentation. How do you pitch your product without sounding salesy? Follow this page, share this with somebody you know. This is available on my WhatsApp, this is available on my YouTube, and obviously it's available on the Facebook Live that you're watching right now. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you'll get a lot of interesting insights that you can use in your business. And share this video with someone you truly love in your entrepreneurial circle. Till next week, same place, same time. Have a great Monday and a great week. And I shall see you with How Do You Not Sound Salesy?